Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have the honor of presenting to you a guide to my newest deck, Casino Lippy. The aim is to spice things up a little bit and have some fun while playing Gwent. And this is definitely the deck for you. If you're trying to win as many games as possible, maybe not so much. Now granted, this deck might not be the most competitive one, but with tools like Also and Master Mirror and even Uma's Curse, you can create a ton of different cards, and basically every single game that you play will play out differently, and you will never play the same exact game twice with this deck. So the idea that this deck is built on is basically just jamming as many goals as you possibly can in round 1, then shuffling them all back with Lippy and reusing them once again in round 3. With tools like Also and Master Mirror, you can really create a ton of additional goals, and even Uma's Curse can create more goals for you to play. It's the one deck in the game that can potentially play like only gold cards for the entire game and kind of cheat the provision system. And after you have created a bunch of gold cards for you to use in round 1 and like jammed half of your good cards in round 1 already, like just jamming Ceres round 1, Master Mirror, Also, Wild Call maybe, like whatever you have access to. You should have a very gold heavy graveyard in round 2. And in round 2 you usually want to play at least Lippy, maybe also some other cards, depending on the matchup of course, right? In some matchups you want to go deep into round 2 if the opponent would get value out of a long round 3. And in some matchups you can pass pretty early and just rely on a ton of value that you're gonna be getting from all the goals in round 3. Now I think for the purpose that this deck is trying to achieve, it's optimized very well already. Like, I'm quite happy with how the deck plays at the moment, and I'm basically happy with every single card. I'm gonna walk you through the card choices that I made for this particular deck. So here we have, first of all, Oniromancy, Royal Decree and Altus Double Cross. 3 tutors in this deck to find as many of your cards as possible, and some of the tutors you might be able to reuse with Lippy as well. I just felt like 3 tutors is a very good spot for this deck to be in. I did not include Altus Double Cross in the first version, but I do think that it's necessary just to be able to find your cards, right? The way this deck is set up, Altus Double Cross will actually find Master Mirror and Also as your first 2 cards. And both of these are basically cards that you almost always want to play in round 1. Next up we have the create cards. Also himself, Master Mirror, and also to a bit of a lesser degree Uma's Curse can all create a bunch of additional high value gold cards for you to reuse. You can play them in round 1, spawn them in round 1, and then Lippy them back into your deck and play them again. Which is basically the main part of the fun of this deck, is just, you know, seeing what you can find off of Master Mirror and also what you can find to reuse and what you can find to play. There is like a ton of fun stuff you can create, like looking at Skellige legendaries, which we can create from Master Mirror. We have a ton of high value cards like Hemdall, Harrodan Crate, Wild Boar of the Sea, Svalbard Totem, even more Quaggan Turgvi, right? Even Hjalmar Crate. There is a lot of good legendaries that Master Mirror can create. Now the rest of the gold cards in this deck are quite self-explanatory. They are less interesting than the ones that I've just talked you through, but we have with us and Ritual Leader, Ceres Crate and Wild Call, a very common combination of cards. Earth and Ritual of course being used to instantly trigger Ceres Crate and Wild Call, and since we also aim to shuffle back Ceres Crate with Lippy, we use up all 5 charges, 2 of them on Drum and Shield Maidens when we played it Ceres twice, and 3 of them on the Wild Call, which makes for a very decent tempo play and a pretty good payoff for Lippy as well. Just replaying that Ceres is a ton of points. And of course Lippy is the main part of the deck, one of my favorite cards in the entire game. Just kind of like making for a very different gameplay and deck building experience. And that is it for our golds. Moving on to the bronzes. We have double Alsus Thunder here, which can be helpful to remove opposing engines and also be a backup spell for also himself. Of course, the main targets that you want to play also with: Oneiromancy, 13 provision spell, Uma's Curse, 11 provision spell, and Alzo's Double Cross, an 8 provision spell. But if we need some more spells to use for Alzo, we have the bronze Alzo's Thunder as a backup. Drummond Berserker is a nice bronze for sure. He helps set up the Bloodthirst for the gutting slashes that we include here as well. And when he transforms to the Bear Abomination, he's actually a doomed token. So it's a bronze card that does not enter the graveyard once the next round starts. So that can be a very valuable thing, because of course with Lippy we would be shuffling one less bronze back into our deck. We have the Shield Maidens, of course, self-explanatory with the Series. Then for the 4 provision bronzes, the Gutting Slashes provide good removal options. The Savage Bears, Trirsec Bearmasters and Ancrate Marauders are just decent value cards. And the Pact is also a backup target for Alzo, being a spell. And giving a bronze unit doomed can also be helpful, for the same reason that the Berserker being doomed can be helpful. It prevents a bronze from entering your graveyard, which can be very good for Lippy, of course. The weakest 4 provision bronze and the only card I'm not 100% sold on is the Uncrate Marauder. Now it has some upsides. The fact that it's a warrior can be very helpful, because we sometimes create Harald Uncrate from our Master Mirror, and he's a very strong card still, right? If he resurrects either the Marauder or the Bearmaster, which are targets for him, he can still play for like 12 points, and he's just a very good goal to create. So having a few warriors in your deck just for the case of creating Harald from Master Mirror can be very strong. And the Marauder can also help set up the Bloodthirst for the Gutting Slash to be able to deal 6 damage. The other 4 provision cards I have felt are a bit weaker. Another option would be the Uncrate Warrior, but he is slightly less effective at setting up Bloodthirst, and one issue with this card is that he is a very low tempo play. He only plays for 4 points immediately with the bleeding 1 ticking, and the rest of the value needs some time. Where very often with this deck you just want to be slamming those points on the board as fast as possible. Another thing I've been considering for this deck is the Trirsec Skirmisher and Heime's Kjald combo, but this deck is already quite inconsistent when it comes to draws. You have 2 of the Shield Maidens that you don't want in your hand, and you have the Roach that you don't want in your hand. So adding more cards that can potentially be bricks or like only 4-point plays can be quite detrimental. So I felt like the inconsistency of these cards is not quite worth the payoff in this deck. Now when it comes to mulligans, you want to watch out for one thing mainly, and that is which cards are on the right hand side of your hand and which are on the left, right? Because Master Mirror, of course, always transforms the leftmost card. So you don't really want like very important cards all stacked up on the left. And especially what you have to watch out for in round 1 is if Lippy Goodmund is very far on the right in your hand or very far on the left, then you might have to mulligan him, because it makes the Master Mirror very awkward. If he is somewhere in the middle, it's fine. But if Lippy is very far on the left or very far on the right, he might take away a lot of options and value for you for Master Mirror. So Lippy is a potential mulligan in round 1 for sure in this deck. Outside of that, you just have to watch out for Drum and Shield Maidens and Roach. You really don't want these on your hand in round 1. And you have to respect that this deck is just a bit draw dependent. Like, you do want a good round 1 hand. Ideally you want Master Mirror and you want Alzo in your round 1 hand. And as many additional goals as possible, of course, because this deck really doesn't mind committing a lot of its goals in round 1. Like, the ideal round 1 for this deck is basically playing only goals. But yeah, that's about all I have to say about the deck for just now. And I believe I will just let the deck speak for itself and show you a few games. My hair is the most valuable resource, right after meteorite powder. I will trade the remaining hair I have for some more meteorite powder though. Give me some more premiums. I need a premium on Nairo. Why didn't I make a premium on Nairo yet, chat? Can someone remind me to make that after the game? Oh my god, look at my opponent playing into this tall removal that I will pull from Muma's Curse. What a loser. Actually, I will pull a more Quark from my Master Mirror. I'm a bit undecided for now what exactly I'm gonna pull, but of course I'm gonna pull something. Transform Ceres, smile, smile.
Mother Earth, I grant you my life. From you it came, to you it returns.
From you it came, to you it returns. Oh, hello, Master Mira. Speak! I can barely hear the sound of your growl. There appears to be no hairline left. What a shame. Alright, on crate? Yeah, I don't know about that. No! My master. Harold is actually decent. Yeah, he's okay, sure.
You get a thunderbolt! You get a thunderbolt!
Everyone gets a thunderbolt. I mean, do we have a warrior for our graveyard? Not yet, but we will Lippy a warrior into the graveyard, so we will always have like the warrior. And I guess this evolves to stage 2. It will be pretty good. I'll just keep this as a finisher, I suppose. Not premium also. I mean, I had to craft him, like how am I supposed to have a premium of him already? But yeah, that's extra value, right? Because then every unit he spawns will also be premium. Alright, I guess my hard-earned powder has to be spent after this game on also and on Iromancy. Like on Iromancy is just a card that you play in so many different decks, and also is just so much value for the powder. I think I have enough to make both of them. Yes, Mariana, you get a Thunderbolt as well, of course. The bear guy is a warrior too. Oh yeah, he's actually a warrior. Good call. I didn't even realize that this was a warrior too, but I mean it makes a lot of sense that the bear master is a warrior. Well, it's time for Uma, and then we create another also with this also. Watch me now, chat. Watch me now. Okay, it's not. So now we can play Eredin for like 9 points. We can also play a Toad Prince for 0 points. We can also play an Bridge and put our Wild card on top and boost him and then be unable to turn him into the champion of Svalbard. Yeah, okay, maybe not. Now tell me more about this one. Hey, also, oh, this is pretty good. I don't mind that at all. That's pretty decent spawn there. Like, yeah. I will spawn a 20-point card from my Alzur with Uma. Sure. If you really want me to. I can do that. It's pretty decent.
Interesting. Like rocks.
Casino Lippy in its full glory right now. If you insist. Yeah, if I have to spawn like a 20-point villain Trettenmirth, yeah, sure. I mean, if it's absolutely necessary, yeah, we can do that. Premium also when? After this game, if someone reminds me, because otherwise I would probably forget again. Yeah, I didn't think so. I did not think so. Our deck for round 3 is gonna be quite a thing to behold, chat. Like when we Lippy in round 2 and we shuffle like this and the rest of our goals, like look at this deck that we're gonna have in round 3 to draw from. Like look at it, holy shit man. That's gonna be quite a deck, I can tell you that right now. Yep, our deck is gonna be OP as fuck. Oh, how we even drew the wild card naturally. What does the dragon do? After 2 turns he destroys the strongest unit on the battlefield. So he would have destroyed either my opponent's Sage or Hamadryad, which were like already up to 12 points. I remember the times of him being played. Also it's a shame that it's not a premium. I have to turn also into a premium. Like seeing this card in non-premium actually hurts my soul. It's such a beautiful premium. Oh yeah, it's my turn, I shouldn't like... be sitting here and talking about how I like this premium when I have to play my card. Let's just play Savage Bear here, I think. I mean, sure, it's gonna get killed. I don't have much proactivity here. I probably have to Lippy very soon. Harald? I just keep Harald for round 3 as well, right? My round 3 is gonna be like gold after gold after gold. I'm just gonna be jamming. I'm gonna be slamming my opponent with like high provision gold after high provision gold in round 3.
Feels like a tempt fate every passing day.
You wish Borg still scorched all the highest units twice? Yeah, I missed the old version of Villain Mirth. When he used to kill all of the highest units and then all of the highest units again, he used to play like Scorch twice basically. That was crazy. Gym Jams and Golds, yes, very soon. Oh, actually I should not play the spells, right? Like this Thunder was actually already a mistake because now I'm lipping the Thunder back into my deck. When all of the other cards are so strong, I'm basically making my deck worse by playing spells before Lippy right now. Like if I play this Pact and this Runestone, those are also gonna be cards that are going back to my deck when I actually don't want them there. So yeah, if I end up with this Ursus Thunder in my hand in round 3, you can blame me, chat. It will be my fault alone. Oh, but look at this deck, chat. That's what we're gonna be drawing from in round 3. Isn't that beautiful? A random Villain Threatmouth and Eredin in there. A bunch of good golds. I like it. I'm a fan. And we already have 2 tutors in our hand. Can we find some carryover card from the Runestone? Like a card that actually gives us value into round 3. Ceres now? I don't think it's gonna be enough points to actually threaten the opponent. It would free up our mulligans for round 3. And it does play for like 19 points. My opponent would need like an 8 or 9 point play after that. Yeah, Wilson, the Nickers had to go. I'm pretty sad about that. ADC is gonna be very consistent. Yeah, we don't have a lot of 6 provision units at all, or 6 power units at all. Yeah, it is a good consideration to play Ceres now, that's true. Maybe we should, like just so we free up our mulligans. Okay, I'm down for that. Like we could actually make enough tempo to pressure our opponent enough here. I like Aguara true form in the deck, but I had to cut Aguara for Alzur to fit. Right, like this deck, we already jammed it full of all the cards that we wanted in, and we just don't have any provisions left at the moment. I don't know how he'll fit another gold in there. I would love to play Aguara as well. That was the original version of Casino Lippy, but it just doesn't really fit anymore.
No mercy!
Come to me, little one.
Yeah, this is actually enough. That's rude. So if we want to keep up tempo, we can still play Harald for like this warrior into a 6 point play, like an 11 point play in total. But we could also just keep all of the strong cards for round 3, like play just the Pact and the Runestone now, and then we go into round 3 and we play like only golds. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play Pact and Runestone first and see how it develops, and if Harald would still be good enough, then I can play him. Like if I think that Harald has a good chance of giving me enough points, I can still play him then. Ah, this was a kind of a mistake to take this Bearmaster on the Savage Bear right now. My opponent's Rebuke will get a lot of value. Runestone and Pass, I think we also play the Pact, right? Unless you're saying we keep the Pact. No, we should keep the Pact, right? Because we're drawing 3 cards and then we can mulligan and get even more cards. I mean, Raider could be a Harald target. We also have Bearmaster and Uncrate Warrior as Harald targets. We have a bunch of Harald targets. I think it's fine. True, the second Bearmaster could play instantly for 7 points. That's a good consideration. But I think we're just passing now, right? Like our round 3 is gonna be absolutely bananas. Like we are gonna get 4 more of these golds. Like ideally we also play Villain Threatmouth, also Uma and Eredin or something in round 3 as well. And we just jam like a ton of high value cards. I don't think the opponent can keep up with that shit. We even have the villain to kill the opponent's Harald God. That's kind of funny. Like, look at this. I think Master Mirror, we might actually mulligan Master Mirror here. Yeah, the Thunder. Chat. I wanted the Aradin instead of Master Mirror here, right? Like, our hand is... We don't want to turn anything into another card with Master Mirror. Like, he's just useless. Oh, we drew perfectly. We did not get punished for this Thunder. That's good to see. Like, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful Casino Lippy game right here. I don't even care about the figures. Like, it's not like I was interacting with my opponents. Oh, we also have this Oniromancy. What are we even gonna do with that one? Like, oh no. What are we gonna do with Oniromancy, chat? I can double proc also. True. Oh yeah, we can go also into Oniromancy into double cross. Or something. We can already now, we have dominance still. That is true. I was thinking maybe play it on the other row. Because this has armor, but I think it's better now. And we last played the Oniromancy into Altus double cross on Master Mirror, so it does not proc the Master Mirror to transform one of our goals into a random card. Yeah, that's the best plan. Oh, my opponent is an ISO player too. I'm a fan.
Ardently so.
Wait, Aradin did not give me the damage? What's wrong with Aradin, man? What's wrong with him? Aradin is bugged on melee row? Oh, it's only melee row? That is so weird. I wonder about Wildkarl and Villain, right? Like when I'm gonna play this Villain. He doesn't know. I, in fact, do not know. You are correct. I mean, we can actually Uma into another Lippy, in which case we could get another Ceres. So we should Uma reasonably early. I think, yeah, we're just playing the ISO now. And we would get another proc of 3 damage here if it wasn't bugged. So we already lost 2 points of that. That's pretty rough. Hey, der Cooper. Yeah, his dominance apparently does not work here. That's a nice play right there, dude. Oh my god. That is an amazing play. Interesting. Like rocks. That is in fact interesting like rocks. Ah, let's just Uma. Ooh, Dandelion Poets. I think, yeah. Yeah, I'm jamming at Poets, sure, why not, right?
The quill is mightier than the sword.
The quill is mightier than the sword. So what do we play now? Maybe we'll just play Oniro. Ah, we shouldn't. We should probably play Villain now. Take the safe value. Maybe Harald. Harald works too, it's true.
I give you something to fear.
We'll follow you always into the fair.
Yeah, we can't transform the cross, right? He always transforms the left card. But we can transform the cross actually as our last card. Yeah, for sure we want to do that, right? We on Oniromancy into Master Mirror. We play Villain and Wildkarl first. The issue is just that this Wildkarl will die to a Thunder because we can't immediately transform it at the moment. So I'm not quite sure how to play around that. But that was like a masterful play, chat, like holy shit, I mean. Have you ever seen a play like that? You play Curse of Corruption, spawn something of your ISO and destroy it immediately. Yeah, we should have Villained instead of Harald last turn. It was a problem. That was a mistake, for sure. Yeah, Wilson, we definitely messed it up. Like, how are we gonna do it now? We just have to play this Wildkarl, and yeah, if my opponent has to rebuke, we just have our Wildkarl die to it. That's the issue. Yeah, Wilson, exactly. We can't play our spells right now, we have to wait for this Villain to go up. But what I can do is damage it twice already, right? Like if my opponent has the thunder, it's better for me to damage it right now. We're gonna win anyway? Yeah, of course. This entire deck is Dandelion Show fodder? Yeah, for sure. My opponent doesn't even have it. What a shame. Yeah, I remember there was the Echo card in my opponent's deck and the last card might just be Gold, right? So no space for that. And now we play our Master Mirror. Ah, but we lose. Oh no. This Kelly is not great points, chat. Yeah, something we lost was the last spell of Also. Maybe it wasn't good to take Master Mirror there. Right, we could have gotten one extra proc off of Also. And we win this game by like a shit ton of points to it. Casino security is on their way to investigate. Maybe I'm counting cards, chat. Maybe I'm counting.
Help you.
Lost? Yeah, Grisha, I know. I don't know who it was who mentioned it, but... Oh, it was Kebab on my taste buds. Kebab on my taste buds. Redeemed the taunt. And now I want my kebab now. Silence, behold! Okay, I will behold. If you behold first.
Look. Now, shoot Gwent card drop.
Look. Not respecting Roma into Bravens. Did I not?
You live.
Oh, my opponent did not. Yeah, true. I could have easily killed these larvae. My opponent could have played around it. It's true. That's pretty Pepega. Master Mirror time now. ADC into Master Mirror. Oh, a Drog. I want to actually replay Drog so badly, chat. Like, in round 3, first you Saris all the Shield Maidens out, and then you Drog it. Like, it's gotta be so sick. This game I can actually pull it off, potentially.
You live.
Ooh, thank. Mork is pretty sick, but my opponent seems to be killing this Master Mirror. Not really right. How's my opponent gonna kill it? Dude, we're gonna have a graveyard so fucking stacked with golds. Like, look at this graveyard. Like, at the moment we have like 2, 4, 6, 8 golds. Okay, I get Xavier we can't really count as a goal. The Drona is destroyed. Artist? I think that might be a reroll. I hope my opponent also lets me play Saris. Like, I actually want to play her so I can play the Lippy round 2, right? Like, if I play Saris round 2 and then Lippy, then I would miss out on the Saris and I can't draw Saris round 3. Xavier will get rid of my trash. It sadly can't, right? Like, if I could somehow play Xavier before I Lippy, that would be nice. But Xavier just gets shuffled back and I might draw him in round 3. And it's too late to get rid of the trash. Come on, dude, play another card. Thanks. My opponent's actually playing a goal. Right. Why do you never hear the sound effect when Shoop throws a booger after an emote on my stream? Why he throws boogers after his emotes?
Shoop whole day not caught.
I hear he's just pumping here. Why does he throw a booger? Dude, he pumps his chest, he doesn't throw boogers. No, we got time again, dude. One of these days I'm gonna be able to save a leader charge, put the champion to 11, time on the champion, eat something small, heal it back up. and actually get points out of it. But today is not that day. Hey the Hex, what's up, what's up? I guess I can't play a Pact on this Xavier. Then I won't redraw my Xavier, but I will spawn like trash. I will spawn a 4P unit and have the Pact in my graveyard instead. Would Heim have actually been good here? Yeah, it would have been good on the Cave Troll, it's true. We could have used it offensively here, but I mean I was expecting my opponent to pass, I was a million points up anyways. 1 million points, chat. Exactly 1 million points. Now Heim's not gonna be good anymore, I'm pretty sure. Oh, please let me draw Uma. Give me Uma. Give me Uma. Give me Uma. What's the weakest card in my hand? Probably one of the slashes. Damn it, we did not get the Uma back.
Ha! Is that a challenge?
Oh, look at this deck, chat. If this is not a beautiful deck, then I don't know what is. Like, imagine drawing from this deck in round 3. Just imagine it. Oh, it's a Portal Garcane, friends. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan.
Interesting.
Like
rocks.
rocks. That is very interesting. 1 year old deck. No, it's a new deck. My opponent just made this.
Long as you don't mind losing an arm.
It's a new creation. I'm not even being ironic. I don't think it matters to be. My opponent just jamming somehow some bleed and vampires. Or maybe my opponent came back to the game after a year, jammed the deck he was playing before, saw that most stuff was still the same for that deck. I don't know if most stuff.
Get him, Wojtek!
Get him, get him!
Begin.
Bigger! You know what's gonna be funny? If my opponent, like, I play Ceres in round 3, my opponent puts some bleeds on the shield maidens and then I jam the draw to purify all of the bleeds. I can't wait for that moment. This is what cheating feels like? Yeah, this is what cheating looks like in Gwent. We're cheating the provision system. We're just playing only golds in round 1, winning on even, and then playing only golds in round 3 as well. Like, look how many golds we jammed in round 1. We jammed like only gold. Decree into also, Nitro into also Double Cross into Master Mirror, more Quark with and now we play like 2 or 3 bronzes and then it's like only golds in round 3 as well. Like if this deck works well, it does work really well. It should just, does not always work that well. There's the defender. I think one more card. I'm just jamming this pack before I pass now as well. And then I'm getting out of here. Now my opponent playing defender is not really something I care about getting out, because it's not like I have interaction, right? Actually, I have Drog and Morkvark because I randomly created them. So it is actually good to get a defender out, it's very good. Considering that, yeah, you always have to stay on your toes and look at what you created randomly. Just never take for granted that you don't have an answer. You might just, you know, pull an answer out of your ass. Yes, we can draw the Shield Maidens. That is actually exactly what I want to do so badly in this game. Play Ceres, have 5 humans in my melee row with 1 player and then play Drog. And transform them into Revenants. Please let me pull it off. Please let me draw well enough. Oh, there's a Drog. Yeah, we can do it, we can do it. I can't wait, chat. I'm gonna do it. Fuck yeah. My ADC is complete RNG between Xavier, Master Mirror and also here. So probably can't really do it. Issue is just we're not getting our Morkvark right. That could be a problem because my opponent probably has like a ton of Oriana value. Please let me pull it out. That's not what I said, but it's what I meant. Just to flex on my opponent, I'm gonna pick the decree, I think. Just so I can say I played even more goals this game. Sarazen creates, put 5 humans there, and then played Rogue immediately. That's a play right there. I'm proud of it. Oh yes, man, this is the perfect moment. Oh my god, this is so perfect. Oh no! Oh, look at this stroke, chat. Holy shit, that's some value right here.
Look, look. Now, shoot Gwent card drop.
Oh, draw Lippy coming in hot. I did call it in round 2, I did call it. I can't actually believe it actually happened though. Now my opponent is a champ, he's battling it out. No forfeits to be found here, chat.
We retreat! We hide!
You live.
Oh, we actually got Alison, but we have no more spells for him. That's a shame. This is a candidate for the Dandelion, yeah. This game is amazing. We also better set up for round 4, right? Like if it goes to round 4, we will still have Master Mirror, Xavier and Morphle.
Be not afraid.
Always gotta have enough goals, chat. Remember that.
That's 3 arrows in the eye. A pinprick! That's what!
This is a great game, chat. What a game.
Interesting.
Like rocks. Oh my god, that draw was like million point. I stream live on Twitch every Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. Feel free to check it out if you're interested. I provide a lot of different content on my channel. Competitive gameplay, meme gameplay, deck building, you name it.